Here we are outside our house, getting ready to go off on our great big adventure to the Morgan factory in Malvern.
Well, Alan's been looking forward to this day since his birthday on the 29th of November last year. Jules and Rachel kindly gave him a trip to the Morgan factory, and I hope it comes up to expectations. He's very excited.
I am ecstatic with excitement. Can't wait. Bye.
Having had a very pleasant drive to Malvern, we've booked in and we're met by Kevin, who's our guide for the day.
+4 model, we spaced the wing out a little bit further, that's what that is, and you've got that much. And on the Roadster, with the big V6.
Even the buggies are personalised.
Harry Morgan, as he said in the film, acquired the whole site in 1913, and this is the first building that went up in 1914.
And just look at this, a personalised three-wheeler. Isn't it lovely? These are some of the Morgan specials that have been used in racing and competition. The green 4x4 is a four-seater, but it'll be the last to be made because the rear seat anchoring points don't meet current legislation. And here's some more competition Morgans. And this one is very interesting.
Peter Morgan in the day was a little bit concerned that we might be getting left behind, looking a little bit old-fashioned, so this car got designed. The only vehicle we ever built with a fully fiberglass body. Fiberglass body was done for us by a firm up in Stoke-on-Trent, and it went onto a +4, standard +4 chassis and mechanical.
This is the first stage of the assembly where the engines and transmission are fitted to the vehicles. One man is responsible for each vehicle, and a logbook is kept throughout the history of the vehicle.
Point of sale, customer sit down and decide. Put in the names, customers, the name of the dealer, chassis number, they decide, knowing what that is going to be on there, Aero 8.
This is a rear transmission set up for the Aero 8. And then the bare bones of a 4x4. Look at the BMW engine, 4.5 litres, 170 miles an hour capability. And then Aero 8s, ready for the next stage of production. It's real good to see a craftsman at work. 29 louvres cut in each half of the bonnet. Rear bodies ready to be fitted onto a chassis. Mudguards freshly pressed. Aluminium sections all ready for use. And this is where the magic really happens in the wood shop. Morgan still use ash for the main body frames of all of their cars, using skilled and expert craftsmen. This is a +4 body shell with the hole cut out ready for the spare wheel. These are workshop bodybuilding targets, and then back into the wood shop. One of the things you really notice when you come into the wood shop is a smell of fresh wood. It's wonderful. These formers are used for laminated ash to form the wheel arch shapes. They've been used for many, many years. And this is a three-wheeler ash body. Work in progress. This man is making dashboards for the cars. You can have any colour, any type, any covering.
If you're not happy with that, you can have it in leather. You can have the leather to match your leather trim, or black leather brown, whatever takes your fancy.
Everything's immaculate in the workshops. And the next stop will be vehicles getting ready for the paint shop. And apart from the traditional colours of British racing green, you can have your car painted in any colour you can imagine. This is the Upholstery Shop, where you can have upholstery of any type you like, though most people prefer leather. Once the upholstery has been produced and fitted, cars go through a final assembly stage, ready for inspection before being delivered to the customer. You can even have an album made of your car as it's being produced through the factory. Photographs are produced and a logbook is kept with it all the time. What an amazing thing to be able to do and have as a souvenir of your own personal Morgan. Now coming to my personal favourites, the three-wheelers. It's got an S&S 1976cc V-twin engine with 82 brake horsepower and a top speed of 115 miles an hour. Now that's real wind in the hair motoring, isn't it? Fantastic vehicles. The three-wheeler is very popular in America, and to get over import legislation, it's sold as a motorcycle and sidecar, strangely enough. And like the cars, you can have your three-wheeler in any colour you like. This pink three-wheeler is a right-hand drive and is possibly destined to a customer in England. So with any luck, we might see it on the road. We really fell in love with this beautiful Aero 8. Lovely lines, and it's cream. What a lovely colour, and very different. You can just see yourself going down to the south of France in one of these, can't you? And for the shopaholics, the gift shop, with lots of memorabilia and lovely things you could buy if you can afford them. Although there were some things that were very affordable. How about this for the children? Plenty of books to keep you amused, and cards, of course, and even teddy bears. And how about your own personalised parking space? A visit to the Morgan Museum, not to be missed.
This beautiful vehicle behind me, it's absolutely wonderful.
A 1930s Morgan with a Jap engine. Memorabilia from over the years. And some very old vehicles and family cars that the Morgan family have learnt to drive in. Some very interesting history about some of the vehicles. And the next car is a special, it's a one-off, made for Jane Morgan by her husband. And apparently the whole family have learnt to drive in this three-wheeler. Peter Morgan looking proudly on at all of his achievements. Another one-off concept car that was never built and never went into production. And finally, at the end of our tour, we were treated to an amazing cream tea. And all I can say, it was a fantastic day out, and we both enjoyed it immensely, and would recommend it to anyone.